Hey guys, Casey here with VanTripping.com and Mountain Bluebird. I got a little tip for the day. It's going to be a short video. This is on the Al Designs rear spare tire carrier and ladder, which you can see right behind me. I have on my van. Love it. I will tell you this really quickly as a really quick review. I've had 3 ladders on this van. I've had the...
Say what? Yeah, that's right. I have had 3 different ladders on my Sprinter van, and I'm going to tell you which one I think is best and why, and also why I've had 3 different ladders. So if you really want to know which ladder is probably best for your van, listen in.
I've had the Van Compass side ladder attached to their rock sliders. I've had the Aluminess side ladder, and now the Al Designs rear ladder and tire carrier.
You see, it all started with the Luminous side ladder, which I really like. It has these wonderful curves, it has nice rounded bars, which are easy on the hands as you're climbing up and down. It's got a great position right over the rear of the rear wheel, but still allows that to be removed using that available space up just behind the rear window. It's got a great shape that matches the side wall curvature, and it's also extremely light and very strong, being a welded aluminum ladder. Loved it. So why did I get rid of it? Some say that all good things must come to an end. Well, I did go ahead and order up these Van Compass rock sliders, which go all the way down the length of my 170-inch wheelbase Sprinter van. And I love them. They're great for that off-road protection. They provide a nice step. You can see I add some grip tape on top for that step protection. They are very heavy, extremely well built, but unfortunately they also cover up the complete bottom of the sill, which is where the Aluminous side ladder connects to. So therefore I had to replace the Aluminous ladder, and I went ahead with the Van Compass ladder, which actually was really good. It has a really nice shape. It's a little bit closer to the body, but it uses this angled iron that really hurts the hands as you're climbing up, and it's also slippery, so I put some grip tape on that too. It does bolt directly to the sliders and also up to the factory roof rack, and also the Luminous roof rack mount. Which all worked fine. It bolted together in a bunch of pieces, but that does take some time. It's quite a bit heavier than a Luminous ladder, so that's definitely one downside of it. And so there you go. Now, how do I get to the third ladder? Well, as I pointed out in another video, I added an auxiliary fuel tank, and that auxiliary fuel tank goes in with a location where the spare tire used to reside. And so that forced me to go ahead and put my ladder onto the rear door and go with one of those. So I went with the Al Designs rear door ladder and tire carrier. And if you do want to learn more about my auxiliary fuel tank installation and why I did that, you can in this other video that I posted. So what's it like installing the Al Designs rear door spare tire carrier and ladder? Well, it's actually pretty simple. You remove the rear door trim off the driver's side door, and you remove the door magnet, and you replace that with a little bit of linkage. The kit is extremely well packaged. It's got great instructions, including videos online. It's a very well made kit. It's got a lot of nice features. It comes in weighing about 40 pounds, but by the time you remove the spare tire carrier, it really comes out a net about 25-pound gain. It holds the spare tire no problem at all. Other than a few little installation challenges, which were very minimal, it went on very easily. So fantastic and easy to install. A couple of the little minimal things I had to deal with was just simply getting it level. I actually used an overhead winch to kind of help hold it up as I was working on this solo by myself. I didn't have a person to hold it up, and got it so it was level on those hinges, and that linkage was not rubbing against the door, and that was pretty much it. It goes on in about an hour or two with one person.
Absolutely prefer this one for a lot of different reasons. One, it's out of the wind on the side. It's not blocking your view of your rear view mirror down the side. You're not worried about it clipping trees, trucks as they go by, their mirrors and stuff like that, or something, a sign if you're taking a hard left turn. all that stuff. You know, it's so much nicer to have a ladder in the rear than it is on the side. There are some slight benefits of having a ladder inside. You can access it without having to be at the rear. That's about it. But of course, the rear you can access from the rear without having to go to the side. So those are kind of minimal trade-offs. I've not found this Al Designs rear tire carrier and ladder to rattle at all, to move around. It is solid. I've been on all kinds of washboard roads, off-roading of all sorts. It's held up great. Now, I've done a couple of mods to it. I'm going to talk about one of those mods in another video, but I'm going to make a new mod here for you guys. So let me show you what I've got going on. So, all right, this is the Al Designs ladder and spare tire carrier. I've done something probably unconventional because it made sense. I turned the tire around the other way, so I had this big opening and bought this box that you can see just fits perfectly in here, modified it slightly. Here's the mod I'm gonna make. The handle here is really great. You can cinch down really nice and easily and get this tight on this. But when you climb the ladder, you know, you step here and you come up to this here, you have to kind of work around this. And it seems as you're going up the ladder, it's a little bit frightening because you've got this thing sticking out, right? And so if you catch it, even though it's smooth and it's a good design from a hand, I kind of feel like bending this slightly back to flatten it out or even slightly back. I still got enough to grip on, but at least I think we'll get a little more of the way. I'm going to attempt it. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to put it in a vise and
since my metal bending didn't really work out, I went ahead and put some protective tape, some clear protective tape on the different bars on the Al Designs ladder where my spare tire carrier was rubbing a little bit on it, taking off the powder coat treatment. So that definitely is one little mod that can definitely help. And I'll go more into the spare tire carrier box in a future video.